No. Here's what actually happened is actually after my Nate Robinson fight, there was probably 70 people calling me out, wanting to fight me. And there was probably 6 people that made sense to fight. Bisbing, McGregor, Diaz, Danis, Askren, some YouTubers who are popular. But I wanted to fight a real MMA fighter. When it came to signing the contract, a lot of them didn't want to do it. And by the way, this is me coming to them with the biggest payday of their lives. This is Ben's biggest payday of his life. He's publicly said that. And so when it came down to signing the contract, he was actually down. So that's how it happened. And this fight makes sense. This fight makes sense in a lot of ways. And there's a large majority of people who think he's going to win. And then there's the other half who know I'm going to win.
Hey, Jake, it's the Schmo. Good to see you. Quick question for you. If you get through Ben Askren, do you think that's the key to getting the attention of Dana White and maybe getting a Conor McGregor fight? Or who would be next on your list if you get through Ben Askren?
Schmo, my guy. Good to see you. You know, I don't have to do anything to get the attention of these guys. You know, they have to get the attention of me at this point. You know, they're talking about me more than I'm talking about them. So. You know, he's one of the first fighters on the list, yeah. He's the first MMA fighter that will be taken down. I think this will make the Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor fight that will happen one day more intriguing, of course. But, you know, there's Diaz after this. You know, there's tons of people calling me out, celebrities still, athletes. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, this fight will give me a lot of credibility. You know, Ben's 19-2, has less losses than McGregor. 2-time NCAA Division I champ, Olympic wrestler. So yeah, he's a real fighter, and that's why I wanted to do this fight, is to show the world, like, yo, this real fighter's getting in with Jake Paul, and he's gonna get KO'd in 2 rounds.
Here with the question for Jake Paul. Your last fight, you stole the show with a second-round knockout over Nate Robinson. What kind of improvements can fans expect to see in your game going into this fight?
Zach, I pick wins, young legend right there. You know, lots of improvements. I'm a completely different fighter. The fighter that I am now would knock out the fighter in the Nate Robinson fight. That is Jake Paul. So I'm completely different. And people will see, I really haven't even gotten to show my boxing ability in my last 2 fights because they've both been like 4 minutes total or like 7 minutes total. So, you know, I'm actually excited to see if Ben's going to give me a little bit of a test, a little bit of a challenge, because then people will see, oh, shit. This kid can do that. Oh, he has this in his arsenal. Oh, he's been working on that. I haven't even shown the world what I could do. That's why this is fun, because I have the ace up my sleeve. And when you have the ace up your sleeve in life,
hey, I was wondering, your cheerleaders that you brought to my room, like, do you pay them as coaches or groupies, or do you just give them like sloppy seconds and social media shout-outs?
Yeah, I give them a ton of dry over-the-pants hand jobs. Maybe say your joke again, and we can all remember to laugh. Say it one more time, we can just all laugh afterwards, just so you feel good about yourself. Say it one more time for us. No?
Do you have another question?
Yeah.
Look at the cock on this guy.
Jake, you spoke about the improvements you make every single fight. What can you attribute those improvements to? Is it your work ethic, your training team? What can you attribute that to?
Man, all of the above. We're working so hard, and really just a true passion for the sport. I love what I'm doing, and I have such a chip on my shoulder. The whole world wants to see Jake Paul lose this fight, and I love that. I love that so much. And yes, we have the best team. BJ Flores, Jacob Chavez, you know, D Cut on the strength and conditioning, Carl, Jay Leon Love, John Marinick, Marcos, like all of these guys. I'm probably forgetting names. Even down to Shadow, Lucas Mack, all of these guys, Ebach. We have the best team. Blue, Gus, Content, on down. Best managers, best advisors, best lawyers, best trainers, best photographers. That's why I'm at where I'm at as a 24-year-old, is because I'm surrounded by greatness. And look, we all have a lot to prove to the world, and I'm 24 years old. This is the biggest stage of my life. You know, the last event was the 8th biggest pay-per-view event in history. This one's going to be even bigger. Justin Bieber, Snoop Dogg, Doja Cat. Are you kidding me? And you think for one moment I'm going to sit there and fumble this? You think for one moment I'm not going to work my bloody balls off to beat this bum, this Walmart-looking head-ass Napoleon Dynamite motherfucker? No. You got to be kidding me. So, yeah, I'm excited for this, and I have a chip on my shoulder, and I'm going to prove to the world April 17th. TrillerFightClub.com. Buy it now. But I'm going to prove to the world that Jake Paul's the real deal. And that's why I called out Conor McGregor initially. This is the road to McGregor at the end of the day.
Jake, what do you have to say to all the professional fighters out there that don't like your quick success in combat sports without any substantial previous experience?
Haters will be haters. You know, when there's a new young buck in the game coming up in ruffling feathers, they're going to be upset. But again, I'm just trying to bring more eyeballs to the sport, and I'm having fun doing it, and I'm just doing me. You know, there's room for everyone to eat. Gary Vee once said, you know, you can build your skyscraper in New York as high as you want without tumbling over someone else's skyscraper. So why are people mad that I'm successful? You know, build up your own skyscraper, and there's room for everyone to eat in this sport, trust me.